All right. Hi guys, we're here today to show you how to maintain your Tire Armor tires. Launched about 2 weeks ago, so we're here to show you how to clean them properly, how to take care of them, and how to get the most life out of your tire armor. So if you're like me, I use my truck, I have fun with my truck, I off-road my truck. Obviously it's still pretty stock looking, but it's versatile. So we're gonna make sure that our tires can keep up just as much as our drive to go outdoors. So originally we applied tire armor and showed you guys the perfect application process on a black Chevy Silverado, but today we have my white Chevy Colorado that this has had tire armor on it for about 3 weeks now. On our Adams Polishes community page, I made a post about 2 weeks ago showing you guys how I applied it in a quick little time-lapse video. But today I'm showing you how to maintain it, how to clean them properly, and how to get these things back to looking like the day you applied it. Here we have a dirty front driver's side tire. So we're gonna show you how to clean it properly, some of the do's and don'ts. You have a couple different options when it comes to chemicals. We have our all-purpose cleaner that we recently re-released. We have our Eco APC, and we also have our tire and rubber cleaner, which is probably the most suitable for this situation. So you're probably wondering, what can I use? What's not gonna remove it? What's gonna pull it off? How's everything gonna behave? So basically, tire armor is designed, that's why the name tire armor exists, because it's armor, it's not designed to come off. For ceramic coatings, there's not a magical soap that just zaps the coating off your car. It's gonna wear down over time, or if you wanna remove it, you take a polisher to your car and slowly but surely remove the coating. For this instance, we can use tire and rubber cleaner. You could use a brush if you wanted to, but the whole point of tire armor is to put a protective layer on there so it's easier to clean, it's more UV resistant, and it just looks so much better for so much longer. So we're gonna go ahead and show you a couple different options. For this segment, I'm only gonna use the tire and rubber cleaner, no brushes whatsoever. So we're just giving this a general rinse right now. Obviously, this is just kind of basic protocol for cleaning something. Just giving it a general rinse to get all the heavy dirt off. We got our tire and rubber cleaner. We're just gonna spray this. Now, one comment people may have is our wheel cleaner, normally when it drips down out of the bottom of the wheel and lands on the tire, it has a tendency to turn them brown. Now, this isn't gonna prevent browning from wheel cleaner brought on. However, you still need to clean it, but it's not gonna stain it as bad. So go ahead and still take tire and rubber cleaner to make sure you clean the surface, because if you see a stain, it needs to be cleaned. So that's been sitting on there for about 30 seconds now. We're gonna go ahead and just take our hose and rinse it off. Again, there's no agitation going on whatsoever. I simply just sprayed the chemical on and left it. Now today, obviously we're working on these Goodyear Wrangler tires that came from the factory on this Colorado. One thing I would like to point out is that there are thousands of different types of rubber on the market. So whether you have Goodyear tires, BF Goodrich tires, Michelin's, Continentals, you name it, there are so many different types of rubber on the market, and each one of them is going to behave a different way. So on these Goodyears, we cleaned them 2 or 3 times and applied one thorough coat, and we were fine. Now let's say you have a set of Michelin Pilot Super Sports. You're going to want to clean those until they're thoroughly clean. It could take 5 or 6 times because it's super porous rubber and those tires hate tire dressing. And you're probably going to have to do 1 to 2 coats as a base just for yourself and then build up from there for gloss. So I know there's some confusion going on there, but I just want to make sure that we cover it, address it, and that way you guys can get the most out of the product. So we went ahead and we accelerated the drying process with our Master Blaster, just so that way it acts as though it's been sitting out in the sun. Obviously, it's getting a little bit late here in Colorado and the temperature's dropping. So we wanted to show you guys what it looks like with accelerated drying, hence the compressed air. So one of the things that is awesome about this is that in the previous video, we showed you guys the tire armored tire and a conventionally dressed tire from the dealership. So we have our, your standard silicone tire dressing that has a brown finish that's slick, that's, kind of leaves it all slimy and gross looking. Or you have tire armor that you can wipe your hand on it, has a nice finish, and we literally just let tire and rubber sit on there for 30 seconds and blasted it off. So, you know, we went through the background work of making sure that the process was correct on the application, but now we can reap the reward when we're washing it. We don't need to get all the different tools out. We could just spray a chemical on, blast it off with the hose, and move on. Now, some of you guys are wondering, you know, it still doesn't have that same pop when I first applied it. Now, you could apply tire shine over top of this just to give it that extra gloss factor, but that tire shine will wear away just like a normal tire shine, but your tire armor will still be on the bottom of it. Same thing goes for our VRT as well. So if you guys want that extra added gloss factor for when you're taking it to a show or you're trading your car in and you want that extra pop for them, you can just throw it on there and it gives it that extra added touch. So for this right here, this is perfect for me. It's nice and clean, no signs of dirt. We're gonna move on to the next one.